Hello everybody, welcome back. Been a while since I've gotten to post anything. Had issues with racing, getting time to race. Recordings have been having issues, I've been hitting some encoder issues, so hoping that the last round of setting changes I made finally worked to get the videos to record properly. And what a way to come back, Super Late Model Fix series here at Thompson Speedway. Had an issue, session, the program just kind of locked up while I was trying to do qualifying, so we're way in the back, 12th. I think there's 15 cars in total. Car number 3, weak field. I'll explain some of the changes that I'm doing to the videos later on. Already a botch start, you can see cars kind of everywhere, so we're just going to try to sneak on by, keep it clean. I think we're going to end up getting cautions, so when we get a caution, I'll kind of explain what I plan on doing different with the channel. Need to have the... There we go, that's better. Back to the relative. And have my F1 up. So we're gonna have a long way to go. If we want a decent finish, 6 just gets loose. Somehow we split everybody without touching someone, and we still stay under the green. Not really sure how we managed that, but it's a couple spots. Should put a 7th now, I believe. Biggest key for me here is to make sure that I don't overdrive the entries. Gotta let the car roll in the center, weight it, and then on the throttle, but smooth and easy so that I don't slide the car off the corners. You see the front 4 are gone. I don't know if I'd have anything for them pace-wise anyways, but
just done a 19.54.
Just gonna set our sights on the 11. Try to work my way up to him. It's really gotten spread out.
You've just
We're
done
only 5 laps done with 55 to go, so
19.70.
60 laps will go quick, but we'll see how it
Gap
goes.
2 passed. Ahead is now 0.65.
See, based on the last lap, we're catching them at about a quarter of a second a lap. So we'll be there the next lap or two. Passing here at Thompson's so hard because of the outside line being dominant.
The guy in front is passed. P7.
Try to do what we can as cleanly as possible. It's gonna have to be one of those cut underneath. Kinda scared him up the track. Try to take advantage here. Down the front stretch in the 1.
Keep it together, hold your line, clear high.
Passed. Closing in. The gap is now 0.36.
Alright, so we get by him. Looks like the 5's also gonna try to get by him.
The gap to Rosella in front is now 3.6 seconds.
So we got a long, long way to go to the 4. 19.6 the last time by, basically. Just realized I don't even have my session best up. Try to pull that up soon if we get an opportunity.
Thank you, Vic.
We'll get to it cycled here relatively soon. There we go. Looks like 4 was caught by some traffic, a little bit slower than what he had been running. Or drove 3 there. Got a car that's slow on the apron up ahead.
0.72. Okay, Jake. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Got lap cars. It's the next 3 up ahead. Then the 4.
lines increased to 0.80.
I'm really shocked this race is staying green for as long as it has, given the strength of field.
P6.
Somehow, all the incidents that happened did not bring out any cautions. Looks like we are slowly catching up to the 4. Hopefully, though, we're not burning up the right front too bad. Make sure to stop overdriving the entry, especially into 3. Let it roll the center a little bit more. Got a battle between the 9 and the 17 up ahead.
19.66.
Watch out for that in case there's contact. 9 gets into the wall out of 2. 17 gets by him. 9's kind of all over the place. He's in the wall. We're going to try to cut underneath them. Alright, that was one scary moment. We'll get by him. You got the 17 and the 6 ahead.
Got one inside.
By the 17 on the outside.
Clear inside.
You've pulled it away. The gap behind is now 1.27.
Not used to me not being the slowest car on the track in a super late model race. And I know this is a really weak field, but I usually am utterly horrible at these things.
That lap was at 19.77.
6 I thought was going to stay high, so I went to look low, then he kind of cut down.
Still there. Inside clear.
Alright, cleared him. We got just over 2 seconds to go to the 4.
The guy ahead is Rosella.
Just gonna try to do what I can to catch the 4, give us some sort of interesting race. Not even a third of the way through it though, so plenty of time still. Also plenty of time for me to make a mistake or screw up tires. No pressure from behind at least. I think I cut a little too much that time down off of turn 4. We got one car down low, one off the track.
1.91. The gap behind is now 1.89.
4's about 2 seconds behind the 12 and 4th, so it'd be one of those that we're only looking at one more spot unless the caution comes out. That one spot might even be optimistic. Car that's kind of all over up ahead, I believe it's the 15. So we'll have to watch out for them when we get there. Kind of stalled out with the 4. I feel like I'm backing it down a little bit as well.
1.92.
Just trying to kind of take care of the right front. Now that we've gotten clean track up ahead, it's allowed the 4 to kind of even out the pace. Time by there about a half a tenth faster. Overdrove turn 3 there a little too much.
You've just done a 19.94.
Well, they still have some slower laps, so I'm not sure if that's due to the 15 up ahead or if they just made a mistake.
Rosella in front is now 1.60.
But we got to keep trying to take care. Tires, capitalize on those mistakes, keep eating away time.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
And try to get by the 15 as quickly as possible, but as safely as possible as well. Still just overdriving turn 3 a little too much. 4 with a tiny blink up ahead. A bit more. Too much wheel coming out of turn 2. So it's going to stay low. Give us the entry into 1. Thank you to them. So we got the 13 who's coming out of pit road. See, we're still 7 seconds back of the leader.
Is now 1.59.
Tells you how slow we are
20.07.
in relation to them. Out like an idiot, drove it into the wall. Shouldn't really damage the car at all or hurt it, and thankfully not a 2x out of it. Just now halfway down.
Okay, Jake, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. You've just done a 20.04.
Say the goal is to see if we can stay on the lead lap if we were to stay green the whole way.
That was a 20.02. The gap to Rosella ahead is now 1.81.
Ford's been pulling away a little bit. Just hoping that somehow been burning up their tires a little bit more.
That was a 20.
Later on in the race, we'll have a chance to reel them back in. We can keep it somewhat even now. At the rate that I'm going, I can easily do the same and burn up the tires.
To pass Rosella to get the lucky dog position.
Not sure why CrewChief thinks for a lap down. Obviously, we haven't had anybody near us. And the 5's the closest one, and the 5's almost 2 seconds back, so I don't know if that's a glitch with blinking or what's going on.
That lap was a 20.02. The gap to Rosella ahead is now 1.74.
Almost identical lap times for 4 and I. So it's feeling like 6th place might be the best we can do. It seems like we're staying fairly even with the 5 behind as well.
Okay, Jake, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
A little bit slower that time through 1 and 2.
That last lap was a 20.03.
Not dropping quite as far back from the leader as we were before, but obviously still slower. 16 to work on. I was way over driving 3 and 4 that time.
Far inside.
Stay a little bit high just to
Clear
make sure
inside,
we
far
stay
inside,
off
keep
the
high.
16.
Clear low.
Wait on the throttle, not get into the wall to get by the 16.
The gap behind is now 1.80. That lap time was 20.25.
At least we get by them with no issue though. And we're 2 seconds back of the 4. Smoke I think you see up ahead is just cars getting into the wall on the front stretch. I've seen the Ford do it a couple times. Obviously I did it once. I smacked it a little harder than what they've been doing, but it's kind of easy to do when you're on the outside here.
That lap was a 20.13.
Just slightly faster than the 4, although it's going to take a lot more than that to get there. But we're under 20 to go this time by.
Rosella in. The gap is now 1.59.
Race is flying by, 9 slow up high. Catch the 9 in about the worst spot.
Right side. Clear up high.
I think the 9 meant to go low, but we were just kind of already planning the pass down low, so that really hurt everything. Thankfully, no 4x out of it. Lost a couple tenths to the 4, but that's okay. Just caught the 9 in the worst place possible. That's all. See how much time it cost me. It's probably about 3/4 of a second or so worth.
The gap behind is now 1.
6 gives it low off the corner. I think that's what the 9 meant to do, but I was already kind of planning to move to the inside, hoping the 9 would just stay high. 2.5 back of before.
That lap was a 20.24.
It's gonna take a lot to get there, but I'll try to drive as hard as I can. See if I can pull it off.
Thank you.
This has been a far longer green flag run than I expected.
Your lap time was 20.13.
This time I cut down a little too early, killed the run off the corner. When I can hit my line, we're about 4/10 or 400ths of a second faster a lap, but definitely not that lap.
That lap was a 20.26.
We were still actually faster, oddly enough. Could have gained even more time had I not screwed that lap up. See, I was almost 2/10 faster that lap by driving it better. We're just not happy with slower traffic. I'm on the throttle a little too early in the center of the corner. Looks like it was the 11 that the 4 wasn't happy with. Trying to do what I can to get to the 4.
Thank you.
Coming up on the late stages. Lap 50 this time by. Next time by, there'll be 10 to go. Drove turn 3 a little bit. Still 2.6 back of the 4.
You've just done a
Stay high.
Low. I got loose off of turn 2 because I had too much throttle and too much wheel. It's going to be the next one. See where we're going to catch them. That's about the best spot. I think they also hit the brakes to let us go by, so that helped out quite a bit.
is now 1.80.
I've been keeping the gap pretty consistent behind us as well. 8 to go. We're at the wall just slightly. Four's been clicking off faster laps, so gap's opened up even more. See, it's up to 4 seconds now.
You've just done a 20.18.
So it looks like 6th place. That's all I'm going to be able to do. Although, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get back into this race to run, so cannot complain about a 6th.
Okay, Jake, the next car is Murphy. Your lap time was at 20.12.
We're actually worked by the 12. 12's 3.5 ahead, although we've only got 5 laps to go this time by, so I'm not thinking we're going to be able to get to the 12 as fast as the 12 is dropping, though.
That lap time was 20.20.
Especially when we're only gaining about 1/10 or so a lap. Now we've got the 15 to work by.
You've just done a 20.16. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
15 moves out of the way. Thank you to him.
The gap behind is now 2.3 seconds.
At least for the most part, the lap traffic has all been really, really respectful. It's been very aware. Two to go this time by.
laps remaining. That was 20.22.
A little too much throttle, just got on it a little too hard there. Luckily nobody around for me to get tangled up with making that mistake. White flag. Would have never guessed this race would have gone caution free,
White flag,
especially
one more
given
lap.
the strength of field. And the perfect time for me to drive probably one of my worst laps of the race.
No, thank you for running me clean. That was a lot of fun, man.
Bring it home in
I know you're fast at
sixth. Like I said, given that I didn't even think I'd get into the race, I'm not going to complain about a sixth place. It's pretty fun. I wish I would have had the pace to get to the 12 and the 4, just was not quite fast enough for it. Since I got in late, did not get a chance to kind of explain what I'm doing differently now.
Speed limit is 35.
I'm gonna probably focus on a lot more fixed series racing. I don't have as much time per day to race as I used to, so that kind of puts a hamper on practice time that I have available. So I think fixed allows me to kind of take the little bit of practice time that I have and focus on trying to build the lap times a little bit more, be faster in the car, learn the cars better, and try to get you more competitive races in whatever split that I'm in. iRating's taken quite a hit, safety rating's taken quite a hit. It's been a combination of really bad races, stuff that I tried that hasn't gone my way. So not really going to look at the results after each race. May look at, like this one, we may go look at the start just to see what happened. May look at some other interesting stuff, whether it be passes or if I get involved in something I want to take a look at, see what you guys think about stuff. But going to kind of keep it a little bit shorter, try to, keep it short and sweet, entertaining. Hopefully I can just focus on trying to battle cars around me, learn what I can, and not worry about the iRating, and let the practice and trying to build skill just take care of the iRating when it's supposed to. Probably not going to show qualifying for a little bit. If you guys want to see qualifying, leave a comment and let me know so I know to include that back in there. Just trying to make it a little bit more fun and take a little pressure off myself so that I don't maybe choke so bad or get too worked up over things or whatever. Just try to get back to having fun and keep progressing, and hopefully everything else will just fall into place. So you can see on the overlay what the iRating was roughly coming in, what we roughly expected to do. Safety rating, you'll just kind of get an update every time, but I'm really going to try not to pay attention to that stuff as much as I can. So like I said, we'll take a look at the start, see what happened, because it seemed like such a weird start. Let's see. Alright, so let's go up through the field and take a look at what happened that way.
I just seen what he's running, and I could just run a better line on the
So
bottom.
we'll look at the 4, it was the 10 on the car. Keep his back a little bit. This is going to be to the start. Looks like 12. So the 28 kind of cut down, got into the 12, that slowed everybody down, and that's what caused that really weird start. Not much you can really do there. And then just going to watch a little bit more. Next lap or two, I think we kind of picked off a couple of people. So you see the 16 pushes it up. There's the 4, the start of blinking. I didn't see him blinking at that point.
And look at you guys last year, ran a lot higher. I was probably down too much, I think. It's probably over driving ventures. So I step back to ventures more.
You see the 10 pushes up high.
Yep, good racing.
I thought there was another incident. The 16 gets into the wall. That causes everything. So let's rewind that, look at the 16, see what he did. So the 16's gonna have the 11 who's slow on the bottom. He just overdrives it and gets onto the throttle, and it's really easy to just push the car bad off there. So then the 6 gets in there. I don't even know. Did we netcode? Did we netcode the 9? Let's see, because the 9's gonna slow down. I could have sworn I got in the back bumper of the 9. Like, I'm on the brakes just trying to figure out where to go. Thought I had it cleared. Yeah, we definitely get the 9. And yet somehow it never even registered that as car contact. I have no idea how. But we definitely, like, that wasn't we definitely made contact. I don't know where else I was supposed to go. Like, I was trying to get on the brakes better to slow down, but there was only so much I could do. So, I mean, that gave them this benefit of 3 spots, almost 4 spots, something like that right there. So feel bad that I got the 9 turned around. They ended up finishing in 13th, 3 laps off the pace. But yeah, I mean, I guess we were lucky to avoid it. Like I said, I would have never expected this series to go 60 laps green. Typically, these are known for a ton of cautions and not very good racing. So, I mean, we're kind of our own spread out, just didn't really have the pace. I really feel like 6th or 7th place is probably where I was. Don't know if some of the people had got caught up in wrecks if they would have been faster, but so not the most exciting race to come back, but super late model that's clean and green is nice, and if it wouldn't have been such a weak strength of field, 6th place wouldn't be bad. And really, overall, I'm not too unhappy with that. It's just going to take me a while to learn these cars, and I think Thompson's with the line, it's kind of one of the tougher short tracks to drive. So, probably a bit of a tougher one for me to expect too much out of myself. So, I guess I should take a basically top third of the field finish. Navigated the wrecks as well as I could and kept it clean. So, love to hear you guys' thoughts on if I could have done anything different to avoid the 9 there and not turned them. If it was just, nowhere to go, short track racing, if, you would have done something different. And, let me know your thoughts on the new format, just kind of focusing on the racing itself and a little bit of review afterwards, but just trying to, have the fun out of that part of it. So, love to hear from you guys. Hope to keep these out consistently. Hopefully this recording actually works and I don't have more issues. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.